What is especially notable about this footage is that the alleged Chupacabra...
Anybody here? Can you come forward? Can you show yourself to me?
We got another one over here? What are those? Maybe I can... Maybe they need to kill them. Look how big it is!
Our world is a mysterious place, with horrifying events happening every day. It's no surprise that some of them have been captured on camera. Throughout history, most of the strange and terrifying things that have happened have been hearsay, with only a handful of people to back them up. But now, thanks to modern technology, we can capture these moments on camera for the world to see. For this reason, many more are beginning to believe that our world may be home to some truly horrifying things. From mysterious cryptids to unexplainable curses and even horrifying stalkers, our experts have scoured the internet, news, and personal encounters to bring you some of the most chilling, unnerving, and unnatural pieces of footage that are known to exist. From viral videos that quickly got taken down to unexplainable videos posted at the dawn of the internet, let's dive in and explore the most terrifying moments caught on camera. New Hampshire Haunting. Let's take a trip to New Hampshire, where one restaurant's security footage has sparked a debate about the existence of ghosts. The Library Restaurant in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, is located in a building that is said to be haunted. However, most of the reported ghostly activity has been in the basement, not inside the actual restaurant. So when the motion detectors inside the building were set off one night, the owners and staff were shocked to see the footage captured on the security camera outside. The clip shows a fast-moving white object flying past the camera, causing the motion detectors to go off. The owners of the restaurant believe it could be a ghost, while some skeptics suggest it could have been a bug or a reflection of car lights. But with the history of reported ghostly encounters in the building and the timing just before Halloween, it's hard to deny the eerie nature of the video. But it gets way creepier. As the restaurant pointed out, it is not lights from the car, because you can see how others are picked up, and there is no horizontal wind blowing. This raises even more questions about what the object could be, and adds to the chilling atmosphere surrounding this supposed haunting. But it only gets worse. Only a few minutes later, police can be seen arriving at the restaurant, making this footage even more unnerving. Whatever this mysterious white figure was, it was able to trigger the security alarms and attract the attention of law enforcement. Whether it's a ghost, a bug, or something else entirely, this footage is definitely enough to make you think twice before entering the New England restaurant. Utah Stalker. Meet Shanna Burchett, a mother of 6 and an avid runner. But one morning, her routine run turned into a terrifying encounter. As she was on her usual route, she noticed a car following her. The car had dark tinted windows, already making her uneasy. But what happened next left her feeling completely vulnerable and scared for her safety. The car began to mimic her route, turning at the same corners and even slowing down when she did. A security camera captured Burchett frantically ringing the doorbell of a stranger's home, seeking safety and help. But what's even more chilling is that the camera also caught the car slowly driving off, possibly realizing they had been caught. Burchett was lucky enough to have found shelter at the stranger's home, but this encounter raises concern for the safety of runners and the need to always be aware of your surroundings. In the terrifying footage, she can be seen running from the vehicle as it slowly trails along behind her, watching her route and following her every move. What made this already horrifying experience even scarier, aside from the fact that there was footage captured of it, was that whoever was driving the mystery vehicle seemed to know Burchett's usual route and had been watching her. Could this be a targeted attack or just a coincidence? Either way, it's enough to make anyone think twice before going for a run alone. Hide behind. Let's take a trip to the woods of Oregon, where something horrifying might just be lurking. According to locals, there have been reports of a creature known as the hide-behind in the area. This slender and incredibly fast creature is said to have huge, sharp claws that it uses to disembowel its victims. For years, residents have heard strange noises and seen fleeting glimpses of this mysterious entity, but no one has ever been able to capture it on camera, until now. A video recently surfaced online, showing what appears to be a black void with bright bright yellow eyes quickly peeking out from behind the trees. Some speculate that it could be a bear, but the humanoid shape and lack of any distinguishable features make it hard to believe. And with the speed and agility displayed in the video, it's clear that this is no ordinary creature. Is it possible that the hide behind is real and living in the forests of Oregon? Only time will tell. But for now, it's definitely enough to make you think twice before venturing into these woods alone. This shocking, dark, void-like creature is enough to make anyone scared. And it's even creepier when you realize that the tree is definitely not large enough to hide the rest of this mysterious creature's body, making the situation all the more eerie. New Mexico Crypted. In one bizarre clip captured in New Mexico, a strange bipedal-looking creature can be seen walking through a carport in the middle of the night. The security camera footage was captured by a local resident, and many are speculating that this could be the same mysterious hybrid creature that was spotted outside the Amarillo Zoo a few weeks before. With its unsettling movements and unnatural appearance, many are convinced that this is something out of a horror movie. People have been quick to offer up theories, with some suggesting it could be a werewolf, while others think it may be a Chupacabra or even a skinwalker. Whatever it may be, the video has caused quite a stir online and has reignited the debate on the existence of cryptids. Some skeptics have suggested it could be a cleverly made costume or a hoax, but the person who captured the footage insists it is real. Besides, it seems obvious to many experts that there's no way somebody could fit into a costume like that comfortably enough to walk around like that. Now, many are on the lookout for this mysterious creature, wondering if it will make another appearance in the area. Some have even suggested that this strange creature could be a Fresno nightcrawler, a cryptid that has been spotted in California and other western states. While the mysterious creature captured in this footage remains unidentified, it has certainly sparked curiosity and fear among those who have seen it. Is this a real cryptid or just a cleverly staged hoax? Texas Chupacabra.
What is especially notable about this footage is that the alleged Chupacabra...
Let's travel to Houston, Texas, where a local man captured something bizarre on camera. While driving near Highway 6, he spotted an animal that looked unlike any other he had seen before. The creature was wandering around the West Side Corridor near a Shell facility. The man was able to snap a photo of the animal, which many are saying could be the elusive Chupacabra. The creature is often described as a small bear or dog-like animal with a row of spines on its back, and has been a part of Latin American folklore for decades. While some experts believe that the Chupacabra is simply a myth, this photo has reignited the debate about its existence. Others speculate that the animal in the photo is a dog suffering from mange, or possibly a coyote. Either way, the resemblance to the legendary Chupacabra is uncanny. This photo has sparked the curiosity of many and has added to the mystery surrounding this infamous creature. Could this be concrete proof of the Chupacabra's existence? Standing deer. If you've ever heard of a skinwalker, you'll know that they're creatures from Native American folklore that can shapeshift into different forms. And while there is no definitive proof of their existence, a photo captured by a camera trap in the woods of North Carolina has some speculating that they may be real after all. The photo, taken by a program in NC, shows a deer standing on two legs, with its front legs in the air like arms. The eerie image was posted just days before Halloween, adding to its creepy factor. While some have joked that the deer may have been dancing or doing yoga, others have speculated that it could be a shapeshifter or a cryptid caught on camera. This image just adds to the mystery surrounding the strange and unexplainable things that have been captured on camera in the wild. Whether it's a ghost, a cryptid, or a bizarre natural phenomenon, there's no denying the unsettling feeling that comes with seeing something like this in the woods. It makes you wonder just how much is out there that we still don't understand or can't explain. Noose Ghost.
Anybody here? Can you come forward? Can you show yourself to me?
There are many horrifying places on Earth, but what's scarier than a 200-year-old abandoned mental asylum? A ghost was caught on camera in that very same asylum. A group of paranormal investigators were exploring Poole Park Asylum in Ruthin, North Wales, when they captured what they believe is proof of the afterlife. Beth Hopper, the leader of the group, recalls her experience. "I was glad to get out of there in the end, but then, when we did, we saw a noose hanging from a window that we hadn't spotted with our torches before we went in. The group also noticed a shadowy figure next to the noose when when they reviewed their photos later on. Hopper believes that the spirits at the asylum are drawn to her, and they are trying to send a message about the pain they experienced while alive. This chilling footage is a reminder that the dead may never truly rest, and their presence can still be felt in the places they once inhabited. While skeptics may argue that the figure is simply a trick of light, the eerie atmosphere of the abandoned asylum adds to the intrigue and spookiness of this encounter. Whether or not it was a real ghost, one thing is for sure: this footage is enough to give anyone chills, and the fact that the eerie figure was pictured right next to a noose is enough to give anyone pause. El Paso Ghost. Let's take a look at a haunting home security recording that has left many in El Paso, Texas with chills. The Trevino Place apartments are no stranger to eerie occurrences, with many residents claiming to have experienced unexplainable events within their walls. But one resident may have captured the most compelling evidence of inexplicable events yet. The video shared on the Instagram account FitFam El Paso shows a mysterious black humanoid figure moving from one apartment to another before disappearing into the wall. Many have speculated that this could be a ghostly presence, while others suggest it could just be a camera malfunction or a shadow. Whatever it may be, the video is hard to deny and has left many in El Paso wondering about the true nature of their apartment building. Is it haunted, or is there a logical explanation for these unexplainable events caught on camera? While the shadow seems hard to make out, it also obviously seems to be moving unnaturally, adding to the chilling atmosphere of the video. Whatever this figure is, it adds to the long history of urban legends and ghost stories in El Paso, and could possibly be the start of a new haunting legend. CCTV Stalker. Let's take a look at some real-life horror caught on CCTV. In County Cork, Ireland, a terrifying stalking incident was captured on camera in the early hours of the morning. James Steele, a convicted criminal, was seen disguised and holding a crowbar right before he was stopped by police while attempting to break into a woman's home. This all came after months of stalking and harassment towards his former co-worker, Una Ring. This disturbing case highlights the true danger of stalking and how it can escalate to violent and dangerous levels. The footage also shows just how important surveillance cameras can be in catching criminals and preventing crimes from happening. In the footage, Steele can be shown holding a crowbar and wearing a disguise, preparing to commit a terrifying act. Luckily, police were able to intercept him and stop the situation from escalating further. This chilling CCTV footage is a reminder to always stay vigilant and to take any signs of stalking seriously. Stalker Break In. In the footage, William Nolan can be seen frantically searching throughout his house, trying to find the recording devices he had planted, except it's not his house, it's his neighbor Lee Jones's house. In this disturbing case of stalking, Nolan had placed listening bugs in Lee's bedroom, hidden behind her headboard and underneath her coffee table. These devices were discovered by Lee and her partner during dinner, prompting them to set up covert webcams to catch the perpetrator, and caught they did. The footage shows Nolan searching under the table and behind the headboard, desperately trying to retrieve the microphone. Eventually, Lee called the police, and Nolan was charged and sentenced to 15 weeks in jail. The judge described it as one of the most serious stalking cases he had seen, and even criticized the Crown Prosecution Service for their choice of charge. This chilling footage serves as a reminder to always be aware of your surroundings and to report any suspicious behavior. Lee had trusted Nolan as her neighbor, only to discover that he had been violating her privacy all along. Shadow Figure. Let's take a look at one of the most terrifying and compelling pieces of evidence caught on camera. During an off-roading trip in Sharjah, UAE, a man named Namit Vyas captured a photo of his wife and daughter, but they weren't alone in the frame. In the foreground, a blurry figure of a woman with outstretched arms and bent feet can be seen. Vyas insists that there was no one else in the frame when he took the photo, and it was not edited in any way. His friend who was present at the time also confirmed that there was no one else there. The mysterious figure has caused a stir on social media, with some believing it to be a ghost and others offering alternative explanations. But regardless of what it might be, there's no denying the eerie nature of this photo and the chilling feeling it brings to those who see it. Could this be the spirit of someone who once lived in the desert? Or is there a more logical explanation for this ghostly image? Some have suggested it's just a glitch or a trick of the light, but it seems far too lifelike to dismiss. This photo is a perfect example of how a simple outing can turn into a haunting experience when the paranormal is involved. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, this photo and the questions it raises will leave you feeling unsettled. Cameron Lake Crypted. There are many strange lakes in the world, but BC's Cameron Lake might just be one of the most mysterious. For years, locals have reported sightings of a large, unidentified creature lurking in the depths of the lake. But it wasn't until an amateur photographer snapped a photo in 2007 that the legend really took off. The photo shows a wake in the water that could not have been made by an ordinary fish. Intrigued by this potential cryptid, the BC Scientific Cryptozoology Club set out to investigate the lake and its mysterious inhabitants. With sonar equipment, they discovered a large, stable object at a depth of 22 meters. While they planned to use an underwater camera to get a closer look, they unfortunately lost the camera and were unable to explore further. Could there really be a sea serpent hiding at the bottom of Cameron Lake? The sightings and sonar readings certainly seem to suggest something is lurking there. After all, there are no fish in this lake that could be that large, and so far, no other explanations have been good enough to convince the locals. Perhaps one day, we will finally uncover the truth about the Cameron Lake cryptid, but for now, it remains an intriguing and unsettling mystery. Sirens.
Another one over here? What are those?
There are many scary things that just don't seem to have explanations, and the latest one everyone's talking about is a video claiming to show mermaids in the ocean. A musician named Ryun Coleman was out at sea when he captured something on camera that has the internet completely baffled. In the clip, two long, slithering creatures can be seen trailing the boat, almost surrounding it. Coleman claims that these are mermaids, or sirens, depending on which myth you believe in. But what's even more chilling is that these creatures allegedly called out to Coleman in their haunting voices. While some argue that they are just large fish, others point to the clear and distinct calls captured on camera as evidence of these creatures' existence. The shocking clip seems authentic, with the two slithering creatures cutting through the water in a very realistic way. It would be nearly impossible to edit this footage in a convincing way, which makes it all the more chilling. But regardless of whether you believe in mermaids or not, this video is sure to send shivers down your spine. Could there actually be sirens lurking beneath the surface of the water? According to some commenters, there have been many mentions of these mystical creatures in different cultures, making it hard to ignore the possibility. For now, this encounter remains unexplained and open for interpretation. Alligator attack.
Maybe I need to kill. Look how big it is!
A group of Girl Scouts just experienced one of the most harrowing moments of their lives while out for a day of fun at Lake Raven in Texas. As they swam in the lake, they were unaware that a massive 14-foot alligator was swimming towards them. The terrifying moment was caught on video by a witness. In the video, the alligator can be seen slowly approaching the group of girls as their leaders quickly pull them out of the water. Thankfully, no one was injured, but this encounter serves as a reminder of the dangers of being in an area where alligators reside. The park was closed for the day following this incident, and it's a good lesson for all of us to always be aware of our surroundings. The shocking video, which quickly went viral, shows just how close these children were to being the alligator's next meal. While they all luckily escaped unharmed, this footage serves as a cautionary tale for anyone who might be around alligators. Unknown escape. There are many weird and unnerving videos on Reddit, but none quite like the footage of three women struggle with a locked door. The video, captured at night, shows the women in long dresses frantically trying to open a door in a deserted lot. Despite a gate next to them opening, they continue to struggle with the door until they finally escape through it. The lack of context and information about the video has left Reddit users baffled and coming up with their own theories about the women's situation. Some suggest they may be part of a cult or a strict religious group, while others propose they may be trying to avoid setting off sensors or alarms. Some think the women may be under the influence of drugs, while others believe they are attempting to fix the door itself. Whatever the truth may be, this bizarre video has certainly caused a stir and left viewers questioning what really happened. Could something horrifying be happening in this footage that we simply don't have the context to? Or are the women simply finding a way to escape a locked door in a deserted lot? No matter the answer, this video has definitely left an eerie and unsettling feeling among those who have seen it. Grim Reaper.
Skeletal face and black hooded robe.
Okay, so the Grim Reaper-like figure seems to be quite a popular entity in the world of unexplainable events caught on camera. In this case, a family from Springfield, Massachusetts was so scared by the presence of this skeletal figure in their home that they decided to flee the state. As mentioned in their account, it all started when the father, David Bourget, went to retrieve a damaged package from the porch. The door camera recorded his entrance and caught the horrifying footage of the Grim Reaper sitting on the couch next to his wife. The figure is seen staring unblinkingly unblinkingly toward the camera with its black robe and skeletal hands. The wife could not see the figure, but she reported feeling a cold sensation and pain on the side of her body, closest to where the entity appeared. After consulting with paranormal investigators, the family made the decision to sell their home and move to Florida.
Pennsylvania couple recently put their home up for sale.
In an attempt to rid themselves of the presence, this footage is truly chilling and makes you wonder, is the Grim Reaper real or just a freak coincidence? Haunted farmhouse. Living in an old farmhouse with a quaint history might be fun most of the time, but other times it can bring about eerie surprises. The owner of this old farmhouse on the outskirts of AMLW Wales had no idea what he was getting into when he decided to take a picture of his house. As he was browsing through old photos, he noticed something strange in one of them. In the picture taken from below, a clear image of what appears to be a face can be seen looking out from a top-floor window. The owner posted the photo on social media, where many commented that they could see the face too. This sent shivers down the spine of anyone who has ever visited the allegedly haunted farmhouse. But this isn't the first spooky event to happen in this old home. The owner claims to have experienced multiple paranormal encounters. Others have agreed, sharing their own unexplained experiences in the house, with a past filled with tragedy, including the deaths of 4 members of the same family in the house. It's no wonder that this isolated farmhouse on Anglesey is rumored to be haunted. Whether it's a ghost or a figment of our imagination, this photo is enough to send chills down anyone's spine. Nolton Church Ghost.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Let's travel to Lymington, where a man and his son believe they captured a ghostly figure on camera at Nolton Church. Jeff Higgins, a member of the New Forest Paranormal Investigators Group, was visiting the church with his son when their K2 meter and Mel meter used to measure paranormal activity started going crazy. They quickly checked their camera, spotted a figure moving from left to right, disappearing and reappearing as it moved. According to Higgins, this could be an example of intelligent haunting, where a spirit is aware of its surroundings and can interact with them. And since the church has a history dating back to the 12th century, it's no surprise that it may be home to a restless spirit. The footage is chilling and adds to the ongoing discussion about the existence of ghosts and paranormal activity. For this paranormal investigation team, it's a remarkable and rare moment captured on camera. So the next time you visit an ancient church or building, make sure to keep an eye out for any otherworldly visitors. You never know what you might capture on camera. From strange sirens in the depths of the sea to weird hauntings, these are the most terrifying moments caught on camera.